All right. How's everybody doing? I don't know if everyone's got their mics on. If you do, you don't, that's all good. Either way, welcome to the show. All right, there we go. Now we got some noise. Hey. Thank you guys. First of all, thank you everyone for coming out to this. This is awesome. I always figured if people were going to pay to see me online, I'd have to be naked. So this is so much better than that. And thank you. Just a couple things to make it easier to view. If you want, make sure you right click and pin the comedian that's talking at the time. And yeah, if you go to the right, top right, there's speaker view, and then you right click and pin the comedian talking. That way you don't get, if other people have their mics on and stuff, checking you out. So yeah, how's everybody doing?
Yay. Wonderful.
A couple of responses.
Awesome.
If you don't know me, my name is Richard Veltri. Being named Richard is a lot of fun. Just means every picture of me is a dick pic. That joke doesn't always land. It's a very colloquial thing, you know, like I tried it when I was out on a date with a Colombian girl and she didn't quite understand it, but the colloquial thing came back on me later because we ended up in bed and she kept going, oh, Poppy. And I was like, doesn't that mean dad? Which, I mean, we just met, we're fucking, you don't need to shout that for me to know you've got daddy issues. I told that joke once and this girl stood up and was like, yeah, well, you just met her and you're fucking her, what are your issues? And I was like, tons. But I don't shout them out during sex, you know? I'm not going, oh, baby, I'm an alcoholic. I need sex for validation. There's a type of girl that we don't connect. Like, we don't understand each other, you know? Like, we don't like, we're not on opposite sides of issues. We just don't quite click. You know, like a friend of mine, she said to me once, just so you understand how it is, what a man fears the most about going to prison, a woman fears just walking down the street. And I had no idea that women everywhere feared getting stabbed by their roommate. That shit's hardcore, because that's my big fear about going to prison. I'm going to walk in and be like, what's up, roomie? And he'll be like, stab, motherfucker. I'll be like, why? He'll be like, race war. I'll be like, but I don't see color. And he'll be like, that's not okay, because that ignores my struggles as a black man. And I'll be like, damn, that makes a lot of sense. Which sucks, because now not only am I dying, I'm racist. And I probably deserve to get stabbed.
Somebody like that one.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know why I don't connect with someone, because I have a lot of the same complaints. Number one, I've received way too many unsolicited dick pics, especially for a straight guy. Number two, I don't like going to clubs from the amount of groping that I've received. And number three, my last relationship, I was the one that rarely got to finish, which is crazy. As a guy, I know, not a common problem. But yeah, I was dating this girl, we'd be going at it, and she'd come and then she'd turn to me and go, you know, you can just finish whenever. Great. Do you want to be here for that? Or like, she approached my orgasm the way that like dog owners approach picking up dog shit, where they're like, it's part of having the thing. I wish it would just take care of it itself.
Good times.
I don't know. I've been in a lot of weird situations. Before I tell this next story, let me preface it by saying it ends poorly for me. Just want to give that warning, because the story's funnier if you know that it sucks for me and I'm kind of an idiot for ending up in it. When I first moved to Toronto, I was working on a TV show just as an extra in the background. It was a 2-day shoot. At the end of the first day, I was sitting with one of the guys and he was complaining about how far he had to go to and from the set. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. I'm just a half hour away. And he said, oh, could I stay with you tonight? And I said, sure. Because apparently I skipped stranger danger day in kindergarten. So we're heading back to my place and I'm talking about just going to sleep and coming back to set. And he was like, dude, I thought we could go for beers. And I said, sure, because who am I to say no to beers? We end up closing the bar down, get back to my place at 4 o'clock in the morning. I go to my kitchen, I grab some wine, I pour myself a glass, I offer him a glass. I go back to my kitchen to make some food and I turn around and all of a sudden this guy is standing way too close to me. And you know when you're drunk and it takes a couple seconds to process what's going on? That's what happened to me, because he started curling his head into my chest. And I was like, this is what a lot of girls do when they want me to kiss him. Does this guy want me to kiss him? And as I'm thinking that, he pops his head up and tries to stick his tongue in my mouth. And I'm like, whoa, no. And then he started reaching for my belt, which I've always thought was weird because I said no to the kiss. Instead of this guy thinking, oh, he's not into guys. He thought, oh, he's not into foreplay. So I have to bat his hand away from my belt. And this dude starts shouting at me. Starts going, what? This was all me? You bring me over, you offered me wine? And I was like, dude, I didn't know wine meant gay sex. If I knew that, I wouldn't have offered. Or at least I would have been like, just wine, no butt play. This guy yelled at me for 2 straight hours till like 6 a.m. He started shouting stuff like, I can't work in the industry anymore. You know, everyone's going to know about this. And I was like, dude, don't worry. I'm not going to tell anyone.
I'm here to telling everybody.
It's okay. You guys, you don't know him. It's fine. It's fine. But I've always felt bad about that because like he did spend all day talking about these different girls he was hooking up with. So I think that was him like poking his head out of the closet, and I just slammed it shut and was like, "No, you stay in there. This is not the time." Anyway, you guys ready for your first comedian?
Woo! Yeah, man.
All right. He's a Toronto comedian. He's here for you tonight. He is fantastic, Mr. Cliff Knight.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Thank you so much. First of all, to Richard for having me and for Go Local. You guys are the best. This is lockdown comedy. This is what it looks like, and I hope you guys are on board. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Okay. Yes, once again, I do have to say thank you to everybody you're all heroes, all of you. You're heroes right away. Everybody's been risking their life all year for Chipotle and condoms. I know you've been doing it. It's fine, you know what I mean? But also, we've forgotten you're risking your computers, your phones. Like, remember when Zoom viruses were such a big thing last year? People were talking about there's viruses in the Zoom. Like, there's no viruses here. You know what I mean? Like, I think that is what we miss in explaining it to the older generation about coronavirus. They're not scared of outside viruses. No, the older generation's really scared of computer viruses. Holy shit. That's where we dropped the ball. You know what I mean? We really should have pressed that, you know, just wear it. It masks your IP address, you know? Then they might have taken it seriously. That's what we missed. That's what we missed. Yeah, do you guys fuck with masks? You about masks? We don't have any anti-maskers. Is Chris Sky in the chat? I don't know. You know, I love the mask. Personally, I'm all about it. I'll tell you why. Personally, I love masks because I am tired of seeing ugly people. I'm just so tired. So tired of seeing ugly people everywhere, man. They're always... Why are ugly people the only ones out and about? You only ever see hot people like a uniform going somewhere. Well, ugly people are the ones that want to talk to you at the turnstile. No, bro. No. Now that we have masks, everybody have masks, I get to pretend that you're hot. You know, that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. Now that you have masks, now the responsibility is off me to let you know that your breath smells like shit. I don't got to do that anymore. You know. I don't gotta bring it to you. Oh man, there's some stuff that we definitely miss. Like I miss specifically, you know, you're in the supermarket, just in the supermarket, walking around, you're looking for the thing, and then you bend over to grab that box of Captain Crunch or whatever. The person behind you also bends over to grab a can of beans or whatever, and you just come so close and your butt's just touch. Oh, I miss that so much, you guys. Bring back butt touches. That's all. That's what I'm saying. Bring them back. That guy doesn't have the COVID. You know that. You know, everybody knows. You cover your face and mouth. I'm telling you, all 2019, everybody's eating ass, no COVID. Coincidence? I think not. I don't think so. You know what I mean? Just go touch some butts. It'll be fine. Touch butts with your butt. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, guys. Some other stuff like I miss weird things sometimes. I miss getting lost in airport terminals. One of my favorite things. Who hasn't spent way too much on some chocolate and some rum that you're not going to drink? You're going to give it to your father-in-law and he's going to tell you that you're a bitch for even buying it. Who doesn't miss that? I miss traveling for sure. Like I know a lot of people miss traveling. Like I would be on planes sometimes and just zone out, like or see something really weird. Let me know if this ever happened to you. You ever see a fly on your plane? You know, like with you or something? Like it's so weird. Like I see a fly on a plane, and the first thing that pops in my head is like, "Yo, he's never gonna see his family again." Like, oh my god. You know, I don't know where this tiny empathy comes from for this fly. Like, why? You know what I mean? I see a fly on a plane. I'm like, what are you doing here, bro? You have your own wings. Just go. Just fucking go. Your lifespan's like 4 days, and you're immigrating now. No, we don't have time to wait for your visa, bro. Oh my god, it's so weird. Like I do love. It was one of my favorite parts of this job is I could travel. A couple years ago, I went to Scotland. We went to Scotland. We had any Scottish people here? No. Great. I went to Scotland. Very friendly people, though sometimes they bring me on stage kind of weird. Like I'm waiting to go on a show, and this guy, he's like, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for more comedy? You want to laugh?" This is how they talk, by the way.
You never stop laughing.
You know what I mean? And he's like, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got your first drop of diversity for the evening." I'm like, "Oh my god." Oh my god. Why would you do it that way? And inevitably, there'll be a dude right at the back who'd be like, "Diversity? We already had a Welsh bloke on earlier. How much more diversity? You think we can handle?" Crazy. And they would bring me up Cliff Night. I'd get on stage, and one time a dude right up front, right in the front, was like, "Night. That's a mighty Scottish name you got there, Night. Where'd you get that? How'd you get that, Night?" And I had to explain, actually, that I'm part Scottish. It was part of the reason I was there. You know what I mean? Like my great-great-grandfather was a barrister in Glasgow. My great-great-grandmother was a maid. So you know, Tinder.
Uh-huh.
Right? That's what it is. He was swiping, she was sweeping. You understand? You understand? He's like, all right. Then what's your tartan? What's your tartan? You guys know about the tartan? You know about this? It's the plaid pattern that tells you which family you come from. Yeah, I don't say clan, just to let you know. He's like, "What's your tartan?" I was like, "Nike, motherfucker, leave me alone." Like, I can't just chill, to be honest. Nah, man, I'm a traveler all over. Originally, though, I was born in a place called Guyana. That's down in the Caribbean. Football 592, keeping it true. You don't know. Yeah, we got Guyanese. We got Guyanese people in the chat.
They couldn't join.
They couldn't join. All right, GT&T holding them back. It's cool. But that's originally where I'm from. And I come here, and you have any immigrant. If you're any kind of immigrant, you come to North America, you go to Europe, and you start talking to people, and what's the first thing they tell you? "Oh my God, you're from that place? Your English is so good."
Yeah. Oh
my word.
Oh my God. Don't even have to get into explaining that we speak English, or people be like, "Guyana? Oh my God, what part of Jamaica is that?" Like, shut up. Shut up entirely. They say that my English is good, but what they really mean to say is I don't have an accent, which is a different thing. You know what I mean? Because I got here, and right away I got a job at like a Best Buy. So, you know, baller, right? And they want you to be professional. You got to talk to customers. You know what I mean? They want you to sell the stuff, and I got to talk a certain way because I can't speak the way that I speak with my family. Yeah, like you're not gonna buy the laptop. I already know you're not gonna buy it. You know what I mean? They want you to come in and be professional and be like, "Here we have a 65-inch screen TV with all available inputs and up to a 5-year accidental warranty. You know, on trust." That's what they want. You know what I mean? That's why you're getting paid. They don't want the guy fresh off the boat. It's like, "Yo, this TV bad for this boy." The picture clean, you can plug in your Nintendo, your VCR, you know what I'm saying? Don't make a guy tell you about the warranty again, you know what I'm saying? Okay. That's what they don't want. Oh my God. But I'm glad All you guys are staying home, staying safe. If you're in WhatsApp chats, I'm so sorry for you because there is always some far off relative that is sending you the cure for coronavirus in the WhatsApp chat. Am I right?
Oh my
Onions.
God.
Every single day. Don't take the vaccine. Rub some green tea on your nipples. What is this? You know what I mean? Every single day. It's come to the point, even one of my friends hit me up. He's like, yo, bro, I got the cure for corona. I got the cure. I've been getting enemas. I'm like, what? How does that help? For the upper respiratory, for those of you who don't know what enemas are, it's when you go to a specialist and they shove a car wash hose up your butt and they pump like 30 or 40 gallons of water up there, you know, and then they wash out, you know, the toxins, the toxins, you know, and the conservative thoughts out of your asshole. Right? And I was like, how does that make any sense for COVID? You know, but he swears by it. So I'm like, fine. A couple weeks later, he comes back to me. He's like, yo, bro, I got so many enemas, they upgraded me. Now I get coffee enemas. I'm like, shut up. That makes no sense to me. Like, why would you be doing that? You know what it is? We live in a world now. We live in a world now where you're going to see a commercial who's going to be like, you know, McDonald's coffee tastes so much better, but Starbucks has got me covered end to end. So it's going to be fine. Just get out of here. Get out of here. And people are going crazy now, man. People are going crazy. People are doing stuff they wouldn't normally do. My mom, my dear old mom, is trying to get me to buy life insurance. All right? Because I'm 30 now. Now I'm like old or whatever, you know? And I don't know if any of you have had to buy life insurance or interact with the insurance industry anyway. It's the goofiest shit in the world. It's so stupid. You know what I mean? You personally have to rock up to an insurance company and be like, hey, let's make a bet. Like, what? Stupid. Be like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna get all this money. I'm gonna pay you all this money every year for 50 years, for 60 years. And if nothing happens, you just keep that. And you win the bet. You win the bet. Oh, wait. How do I win the bet? I die. So stupid. I don't want this. I don't want this. And so it's the worst thing in the world. And everybody's been stuck at home for so long. I've been stuck at home, so I've decided I need to give back. I need to give back to my community some way because, you know, I decided I'm going to try and make a Black Dungeons and Dragons. Yes. This is what we need. All the Black nerds need to come together and make some Dungeons and Dragons. Because, of course, you know, all the warriors are going to be gangsters.
Yeah,
you know, all the paladins are going to be priests, right? You know, healers are any character with Denzel Washington. That's just how that works. That's how that works. The quest is you need to go pick up the barbecue in South Central from your auntie's house before she finished curling her hair. This is what
Jesus.
it is. You know what I mean? If the cops give you any trouble, just recite 3 lines from Kanye, and that will protect everyone at the cookout for 12 turns until you can get out of there. You know what I mean? Through the wire. You know, that's how that works. That's how that works. Oh my God. And I myself am pretty light-skinned. You guys have noticed I'm a light-skinned Black guy. This is how pigment works. I'm so light-skinned that if I do my hair wrong, sometimes I get passed up for the Black guy nod. It's so embarrassing, guys. And for some of you who don't know what the Black guy nod is, it's just 2 black guys in the street. Anywhere in the world, it's just you know, you know. It's just a very non-verbal, these white people crazy, you know, that sort of thing. Cops around the corner. It's all in the neck. It's very primal, you know. And so I'm walking on the street, I see this Black guy, and I see him see me. He saw me. You know what I mean? And we're getting closer. We're getting into, you know, brother proximity. And I lock eyes with him, and I nod, and he didn't nod at all.
Right.
He left me nod hanging. And I was pissed. This was February, so I just ran behind it. You know what I mean? I was like, "Excuse me,
Are you serious?
King." You know, I know you're supposed to nod. You see me, black guy, you're supposed to nod. How come you didn't nod? And he looks me in the eye, and he says, "Oh shit, for real, bro? I thought you were Filipino." Excuse what? What in the world? Do I look smart enough to have a nursing degree? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm just being real. And I moved into this new apartment that I like, but also it is too expensive, and my girlfriend and I don't like it, really. We don't like it for different reasons. I don't like it because we have a stupid elevator. You know about stupid elevators? You hop in, you press the button, and then, oh, we got some feedback. I'm blaming the elevator for that feedback for sure. Stupid elevators are elevators you hop in, you press the button, and then finally realize that you gotta press and hold the door close button for the doors to close. You can get on with your life. Stupid. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I'm already paying to live here. I gotta work here too. Fuck that.
It's true though.
My girlfriend doesn't like it because she thinks our apartment is haunted. Okay. Anybody else have to deal with this? You have to deal with this? I got all the crystals and candles in the fucking world now to deal with this. You know what I mean?
Ritual.
Because she was like, I'm hearing stuff. And I was like, those pipes.
Yeah.
Pipes in the wall. Yep. We're going to call Mario and Luigi. They take care of that shit. Yeah. And then one weekend she's out of town and I'm still hearing like Harry Potter spells all over the apartment. I'm like, oh shit, okay, he's here. All right. But I'm not afraid. Don't get it twisted. I'm not afraid. I ain't scared of no ghosts. You know what I mean? I'm just pissed off because we've been here like 4 months. This motherfucker's been in my walls the whole time, not even trying to give me no rent. Fuck you, bro. Like, this is downtown Toronto. I don't care if you're broke. Pay up, bro. I don't care if you're dead either. Get some doubloons out of your frilly shirt. I don't care. Get some of that Spanish gold, bro. You know he's got a frilly shirt. He's a pirate. I don't care. Also, this building is kind of old, which leads me to believe that the ghost in my apartment is probably racist. I probably got a racist ghost. For sure is a racist ghost, and I'm blowing his mind every single day. He doesn't understand how I can afford to live here. He doesn't get why all my neighbors like me, you know. One day I'm on Facebook, he looks over my shoulder. This boy can read? Oh, like,
OMG.
Really doesn't get it. He really doesn't get it. Oh my God. And now everyone's stuck at home. You guys are stuck at home and things are coming together. Like my girlfriend and I are polyamorous, so we like date and flirt with other people because it's Toronto and everybody's hot or whatever. But you know, like everybody's on all the dating apps. Make some noise if you're on the dating apps.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Okay, you got tapped up.
Yeah.
People are on the dating apps. You got your Tinder, your Bumble, your Hinge, your Uber, all of them.
Uber.
Dating apps. But here's the problem. Here's the problem though, is everybody's on all the apps. So after a while, you just start seeing the same person over and over again.
Oh yeah.
In every different app. You know what I mean? They try and switch their name up. I know it's you, Brian. Shut up. I know it's you. Jeez. The thing, so that's why I've decided I only flirt on LinkedIn. Yep. LinkedIn is the best dating app. You guys are missing out. LinkedIn is the best dating app. Let me tell you why. You get to see how much money they make. You know,
with school
you get to see their whole work history. You assume You assume that they fuck one person at each job, of course, right? You have a little bit of a number going on there, you know. And of course, the best part of this is all of the dick pics on LinkedIn are professional. Okay, so headshots. Okay, comes with a tie and everything. Oh my god! As a bisexual guy living here in the city, I have got my fair share of dick pics for sure. But I will tell you about the first time I got a dick pic. The first time I got a dick pic was on the subway. Like on the subway. So I get in a subway car, I sit down, I'm on my phone, look at my music, whatever. And then a dick comes into the phone. And I'm like, there's no Wi-Fi in here. My Bluetooth is off. This motherfucker airdropped a dick pic into my phone. And my phone just says iPhone. You know what I mean? It didn't say Ashley's iPhone or nothing. This guy was just shooting it out. Just sending it to whoever. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to figure out who is it? It has to be someone in this streetcar, inside the subway car. You know what I mean? So now I'm looking around. You know, I'm trying to match basically, you know. No, I'm matching skin tone and hair type, obviously.
Jesus.
Looking around, trying to, you know, deduce who it is that sent this to me. And I lock eyes with the dude all the way at the back of the car. And he sees me and he knows it's me. And
Wink, wink.
I just turn the phone around, make sure he sees that I have it. I make sure that he hears me take a screenshot.
Oh my goodness.
And then I just go to the group chat. And then he got off early. He got off way too early. I know he wasn't getting off at Bathurst. He doesn't look like a Bathurst kind of guy. I'm just I creeped out the creep. Oh man. A lot of these are going to come back to just staying at home so much, but it's true. A lot of you have just been stuck in your house, getting very familiar with everything in your house, haven't you? You just started to know you can walk around with blindfolded and things like that. I've been starting to get to know. I've been getting to know my appliances a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like now I know just how nervous the cake mixer is all the time. It's anxiety. You know what I mean? But also, like, I have one of those microwaves. I have a smart microwave. You know, it's one of those where you put the food in and it weighs the food and then it tells you how long to put it on for.
What?
You have one of these? You know about one of these?
Nope.
It's like standard or whatever on like expensive microwaves. But anyway, like my microwave just lies all the time. My microwave just lies all the time. My microwave lies so much, I just feel like I'm talking to a Toronto man.
Oh wow.
That's how it feels. That's how it feels. Because I come in and I'm like, yo, bro, can you heat this up for me? And he's like, okay. What's that? A little bit of shepherd's pie? Bring that here. Pull in, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. He's like, put it in for 4 minutes. Two twos, I got you. Top left. That's where my buttons are still. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, but like, bro, chill out. You know what I mean? Put the food in for however long it says. The beeps come. I pop the door open, pull the food out, and the plate is boiling hot. The food around the edges is boiling hot. But you know the food in the center is still frozen like the ship that sunk the Titanic. You know. And I'm always like, yo, bro, like, what's happening here, Sanyo? He's like, hey, yo, chill. Don't be giving up my gubby like that. My name is SK. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. Can you just reheat this for me? You have to do a better job. And microwave said, hey, yo, nyam your food, nice your beak, and I'll see you here in the morning for breakfast, you dummy. Get out of here. I'm like, wow, what? Why is my microwave wearing a do-rag right now? I don't get it. Anyway, you guys, you guys are the best. Richard, how am I doing for time?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you guys with just one more thing, just because I feel like I got really inspired last year. You know what I mean? Like, I saw a commercial that changed my life forever. You know, it's not often you could say something like that. I saw a commercial for the all-new 2020 Subaru Outback. Okay, You guys know anything about Subarus? They're very like outdoorsy cars, you know? You can take them hiking and camping. Not right now. Not right now. Of course. You know what I mean? But whoever made the commercial was like, a good visual representation of this would be if we had a goat in the commercial with the car. You guys remember this nonsense?
Yeah, I saw that.
The
It
goal.
was so crazy. Because they were like, you know, goats and Subarus are so very similar, you know. They climb mountains, they splash in puddles, lesbians love them. That's what they all tell me, you know, the marketing team. And so the whole vibe of the commercial, if you remember, was like, we got the car, we got the goats, we put the car up against the goats, and you'll never guess who won. You'll never guess.
The goat.
Oh, the
You'll
goal.
never guess. It was the car. It actually was the car. And I'm watching the commercials like, I hope to God it was the car, or else this commercial's a waste. Are you kidding me? If you put your car up against one goat and that car loses, I'm not buying your shitty ass car. I'm definitely not buying that car. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy that goat. Straight up, catch me rolling through the six in my all-new 2020 Subaru Outback. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Hey, I've been Chris Knight. Thank you guys so much. Peace and love. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
All right, guys, keep it going for Cliff Knight. Everybody clapping. How you guys doing? All right. What's going on recently? Everyone have a good Easter? That was last weekend.
Did you get it?
Anybody? Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, tepid response for Easter. That's fine. That's cool. I'm not religious either. I'm not religious myself, but I do like when I see women wearing the cross because I'm not religious. So to me, it just looks like a dude with his arm around their cleavage, and he's always got that O face going on too. He's like,
Oh.
I swear, I looked at one once. It just winked at me. It was like, what's up? Because Jesus was a bro. I don't think you can argue Jesus wasn't a bro. I mean, he spent all his time with the boys. His first miracle was to keep the party going, and he had that one girl that was always around, but it's not like that, guys. Come on. And if the story is true, if he was God, he knew the future. He knew he was going to be on jewelry, so that wasn't an accident. I like to picture him with his backwards baseball cap, walking around, looking at the different executions, trying to decide which way he wants to go. He saw someone getting their head cut off, and he was like, I'll be on bracelets. That's no good. He's pulling my head off forever. He saw someone being hanged, and he was like, all right, I'll be where I want to be. And then he saw someone being crucified, and he was like, oh, this is it. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people living biblically now, though, during the quarantine, at least the reproduction thing, being fruitful, multiplying. A lot of those quarantinis are turning into quarantinis, apparently. Personally, I don't get the draw of it. I'm not a big fan of kids, especially newborns. Like, we give birth to the most useless offspring in the animal planet. Like, have you seen a baby deer get formed? Like 20 minutes later, the thing's like, all right, let's go. We got shit chasing us. You're not going to carry me, hoofs for hands. Come on, let's start at a light jog. The first 20 minutes of a sea turtle's life is like the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan. They wake up in a bunker on the beach and they're like, get off the beach, let's go. They got seagulls dive bombing them, crabs trying to grab them. They're like, we lost Ted. Who's Ted? We don't even have names yet. The human baby comes out like a poorly made action figure. The limbs don't even move properly. They got an off switch where you're supposed to hold it. That's such a poor design. There is a reason for it, though. If you didn't know this, the reason that we give birth to something small and underformed is part of our evolution. As we started walking upright, the hips had to narrow, so women had to give birth to something smaller, less formed, just to survive. So when you hand me your newborn baby and ask if it's cute, that's like handing me undercooked food and asking if it's delicious. It's not. And your baby's ugly. I'm sorry. It's just we did well, at least in the sex world as far as the animal kingdom, though. Like mating and making the kids is pretty fun. There's some weird shit out there. I don't know if you know this, but oceanic flatworms are all born male. And then when they come of mating age, they fence each other with their dicks, and the winner punctures the loser, and the loser drops his off and becomes female and gives birth, becomes female.
Jeez.
Imagine if we had to do that shit. Like instead of getting sex education, everyone's learning dick jitsu.
Nope.
You're not even like checking out who's hot. You're just checking out who sucks. You're like, wow, Kevin's really sexy, but he's really good. I think I'll fight Thomas. Stay this way. 9 months later, you don't just have new mothers, you have new women.
Yeah.
The maternity ward kind of looks like RuPaul's Drag Race with more hair. Anyway, guys, I'm going to introduce your next comedian. You guys excited?
Yeah.
You've seen this guy on Absolute Comedy, Second City, and of course, hosting the Great Canadian Baking Show, Mr. Alan Shane Lewis.
Yeah.
How's it going? How's it going? Hey.
Good, yes.
Yeah. I guess I should say something.
That would be good.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about. Oh, I'm black.
That's good.
And it usually gets a round of applause. I get Zoom is different. It's okay. I'm black, and I like being black. I like being black. Like
Me
like,
too.
Yeah, it's cool, right? If
Yeah.
like, reincarnation existed, they're like, hey, what do you want to come back as? I'd be like, let's one black one more time, right? You know,
One more round.
more to discover, like Ontario, right?
In the block.
Unless they like didn't specify like the year and place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where are you sending me? And they're just like, 1960s Alabama. And I'm like, ooh.
Jesus.
Run.
Let's try Korean then. You know? You know why? I don't know why. You know what happens to Korean people in 1960s Alabama? Me neither. You know, couldn't be that bad. I feel like they'd write about it. You know, like one Oscar-worthy movie about it. Yeah. I'm black, but I got a white ass name. I don't know if you guys noticed it. My name is Alan Shane Lewis. Like it's
Ooh.
3 first names too. Sound like I assassinated a president or some shit. You know. And I'm pretty sure like my parents like gave me like a white sounding name like on purpose, right? You know, immigrant parents moved to this country. Want to give their son like a leg up in society, right?
Yeah. Fighting chance.
Right? You know, the name like that, yeah.
Send him up.
You got to discriminate me to my face, you know? If you don't pay attention, I'll sneak up on you, right? You know? See that name on a resume, you've like no idea how much cocoa butter I use, right? You're just like, Alan Shane Lewis.
Hired.
Probably not a lot. Bring them in, right? You know? I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're like, hey, when employers call you, like the game must be over. The jig must be up. Anytime employers call me, I answer the phone just like a little differently, right? You know? You just answer the phone just like, hello? Yes, I can be in the interview tomorrow, right? You know? And I show up, the guy's confused, just like,
Where's Alan Lewis?
Alan Shane Lewis? Just like, yeah, nigga, what's up? You know? Got the tense with a nice hard R. I can do it, you know? It's fun. I'm happy. I got some jobs in Canadian comedy because it's fucking hard. I don't know. I can't do anything else too. Like there's just like an 8-year gap on my resume. I have no transferable skills. Like no one wants a snarky HR, representative in their office place. So I'm happy. I'm happy. I got a job. I worked. They're saying I worked like Second City. That was a cool thing. So like I made the transition from stand up to sketch and improv a couple of years ago, and it's cool. It's cool. For those that don't know, there's like this weird divide between like sketch and improv and stand-up comics. Like there's this weird whole divide, but I don't know. I don't necessarily see it. I feel like they're all art forms. Do what you got to do, you know. Only thing I noticed the differences are just the audiences. I find like the audiences respond differently. Like they're like, let me explain. Like they're both very parental. They're both very parental in their energies, but just sketch and improv audiences are like your very supportive mother. You know, got the camcorder out, just like stick the landing, dear, you know, giving you prompts, yelling out things to help the show out, right? You know, and stand-up audiences, oh, they're just like your disappointed father, you know. Just arms folded, like, I know you made me laugh 3 minutes ago, but do it again, right? You know, fight for my love, right? You know, it's cool. It's cool. I one thing. Oh, there's another thing. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing that sketch and improv people do before every show. They do this thing called "I got your back." I got your back. So what it is like right before the show starts, they just go up to you, pat your back, and they tell everybody, "I got your back," and it's beautiful. It's such an emotional thing. I love it. I remember the first time like someone tried to do it to me because I was so guarded from doing stand up. I was like, "What the fuck are you gonna do?" Like, you know, just like had my dukes up and shit. Because like stand ups, we don't say that shit before our show. You know what stand ups say before every show? We just like go up to somebody's ear and just whisper, "You're gonna fail," then shiv them a little bit and then run away. You know, just cruel world, cruel world. No, but I'm happy. I'm happy. I got a job in comedy and entertainment because it's cool. I had some weird jobs before. I had some like fun ones. I used to work at do you guys remember? Oh, yeah, remember Mex? You guys remember Mex, that clothing company?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, one person. Awesome. That's brand recognition right there. They used to just sell like like European sweaters and like suits and whatnot. It's fast forward fashion kind of thing. But I worked there. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I was in the back mostly, but sometimes they'd be like, "Yeah, I want to go to the front," and I like to go to the front. I like to talk to people. I'm a very personable guy. I do like kooky accents and shit. Like Irish. G'day, mate. Pretty good Irish impression. Sounds like Idris Elba. It's not even Irish. Why do I keep saying that? But I worked there and it was cool. But I remember one day I was working on the floor and I was out there just talking to people, and I just noticed this like older white lady, and I can see her just like kind of struggling to find the sweater in her size, and I want to go help her, but like I understand also how like the world perceives me, right? Like I'm a 6'2" black man. I understand what that comes with. So I do this thing. I don't know if you guys know about this, called code switching. Code switching is kind of like for black people, just kind of like changing your voice in professional settings in a way to kind of just like not scare white people. It's like, when you're trying to like get like a squirrel to come to you, like, "All right, here you go." It's like pretty much that, like, just to exist. So I came up to her in my least threatening voice, and I just said, "Hi. May I help you?" And then she just looked me up and down and went, her purse. I was like, "What do you think is gonna happen? Gonna rob you at work?" Right? Just well idea. Got a name tag on. Who did it? Alan. Fuck. Right? Just open and shut case. Also, like, what did she think my escape plan was? The break room? Like, I snatch her purse or run away and be like, "Ha ha ha, I can't pass this line. It says employees only." Right? Eat her Werther's in front of her. I'm like, "This is your fault. This day was gonna end differently." Werther's because she's old.
Jesus.
Yeah. At other jobs, I worked at Uber Eats. Y'all like Uber Eats? Woo! MVP of the pandemic. I did Uber Eats. I enjoyed delivering food because back in the day, like, it was pretty much just like, it was a chill day, just eat edibles, deliver food to people, be chill, and like, "Oh yeah, there you go." Enjoy the day and just listen to podcasts and whatnot. But one thing I hated doing was delivering food to university students. I hated doing that. Because like university students like never really had set addresses most of the time, right? They're just like, "I'm in the library doing Adderall." I'm like, "Where the fuck is that?" Do you have more? Right? Sharing is caring. But so I would fuck with university students, like after this like 15-minute game of hide and go seek, and I finally find them in fucking Robarts, right? I'm just like, "Hey man, how's it going?" They're like, "You could have been faster." I'm like, "Oh yeah, just don't know where this school is. I don't know everything where it is," right? And I just get their food out, and as I'm getting it out, I just say, "Oh hey, what are you taking?" And then whatever they say, I just say, "Oh, I took that too." There are no more jobs in the field. Just watch the world crumble there. I'm like, yes. And then I bicycle on because I'm the winner, right? This grown man is the winner of this interaction. Oh, man. I don't know if you noticed this, but all my jokes were written in like 2017. Like, I have not been performing stand-up comedy in a very long time. So you're going to hear some jokes. And when I say the other day, it wasn't the other day. It was 2018. It was a good summer. So let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Yeah. No, I'm happy weed's legal. There you go. That's a 2018 joke. Yeah, no, make some noise if you smoke weed. My people. Yeah, no, I like, you know, I don't think people, you know, I'm happy it's legal because like I don't think putting people in prison for such like marijuana offenses is like a good like use of resources, you know, and I feel like we should be locking up people. We shouldn't be doing that, you know. But I'm also happy that weed's legal for like selfish reasons. Like I'm happy that weed's legal because people finally have their own shit. That makes sense. Once again, I'm like a taller black guy, right? And a lot of times at parties, I can like see people like scanning the room, going, "Ooh," you know, like strangers, by the way, with like no contextual hints of like who I am as a person. Go through an entire room, come up to me, and go, "Hey, man, do you have weed?" Like, yeah, I do, but go fuck yourself, right? Like, not gonna reward this behavior. Get out of here, right? You'll bother another black guy. Move. But there's one time I was leaving the bathroom of a party. This one guy comes out, grabs my arm, kind of tight too, and he's like, "Hey, man." Do you have cocaine? Like I wasn't even mad. I'm like, shit, I'm dressing better, you know, just like thinks I'm a coke dealer. Thank you, right? You know,
Upgrade.
I've been in the game for at least 2 years, right? You know, shit. Nah, man, I like weed. I like weed. My favorite thing to do is to smoke weed until things aren't okay. You guys ever do that before? Smoke yourself some problems. You ever do that? Here's what it looks like. You're just smoking it. Mm-hmm. My parents are gonna die one day. Like it's like that quick moment, that little bit of a flash. Love it. Put yourself in the sunken place with some weed. Good times. Nah, I like it. I love dispensaries. Ooh, I love dispensaries. I know they're too many right now, and they're like multiplying like rabbits, but I fucking love them. I don't even care. I don't want to buy weed for my drug dealer anymore. That guy always wants to play 2K, you know. And he has a gun, so it's like I can't beat him in 2K, right? You know, I'm just like, oh yeah, you win. Can I leave with the weed in my safety? Is that okay? No, I like dispensaries. If you don't know what dispensaries are, they're physical buildings where you could purchase weed. And I love them with all my heart. I honestly do. I love them. You know why? Because you buy weed with a debit card. You know how fucking cool that shit is? You ever bought drugs with overdraft? Ooh. Makes the weed taste better. I'm telling you, you know? You're just smoking it. You're like, what's in here? Struggle? You know? You ever use a full syrup on some weed? Let me tell you, good times. Or half a syrup, whatever you want. Your choice, right? Yeah. I love edibles at dispensaries. Ooh, I love those. Those are so cool. They're so cool because like edibles at dispensaries will like tell you like exactly how much is in the product, right? You know, they're like, this one's like 20 milligrams, this one's 50, this one's 100 milligrams, and that's like cool, right? So you can make like a wise decision with your next like afternoon, your next 6 hours, right? You know, I don't know if anyone here had edibles back in the day. It just wasn't like that, right? It was just like kind of like a grab bag, you know, like someone just gave you a box of cookies. They're just like, you speak Mandarin now. You know? Plan your weekend accordingly. What can I say? You know. So I remember one time. This is back in the old days. Some guy gave me a cookie, but he gave me like explicit instructions with the cookie. He was just like, do not eat more than half. By all means, do not eat. Like repeated himself, which like should have been concerning, but like in my high brain, I'm just like, you know, I know more than you, drug dealer, right? You know? I'm not gonna take advice from a drug dealer. I was raised differently. Thank you. I went to church at one time.
Thank you.
So I ate the entire cookie, put the whole thing in my mouth. Choo choo. Ate the whole cookie. You know, defiance. I'm just like, you know, this guy doesn't know my tolerance. He doesn't understand me. You know, he underestimates how good my body is at breaking down weed and toxins. He doesn't understand how my liver do. You know, my liver is a full-time G. You know, half an hour goes by, perfectly fine. Hour one hits. I'm just walking down Queen Street, just going
wobbling.
Are those sounds I smell? You know, just You know, you get like so high, you forget the recipe for breathing. You know, it's like 4 in, 3 out, right? Just manually in control of it, just skipping a couple here and there. I can feel my heartbeat through my hair. You know, it was awful. It was awful. I remember that day. I had to fucking leave my bike in the fucking middle of the city. My buddy's like, "You gonna ride that?" I was like, "No." Just rediscovered gravity. Not gonna chance it, right? You know. Had to take the fucking subway high. Don't ever take the subway high. Oh my god, don't do it. 2 out of 10. Would not recommend it. There's a TV show on Netflix. Don't watch it. Don't even. Fuck it. It's fucking horrible. It's fucking horrible. Because like it's like subway or bus etiquette. There is this kind of like fluid motion at which you kind of look at everybody. It's like, that my shit was fucked up. I was like looking at the room like I'm ready to 3D print it. You know, I'm just scaring people.
You 3D print it.
You know, like I also know that moment that it happens all the time where you accidentally like lock eyes with somebody like on a in public. So you do like that human thing where you like look away because that's like that's the human thing to fucking do. I forgot like all of that shit. Well, not like all of it, like half of it, because like I move my head, but my eye contact remains. So just doing this to people. What's this guy staring at me, man? Usually when I do this joke standing up, I do a whole 360, but I'm not. I'm seated. Worst point on that fucking high ass journey on the subway. Oh my god! Here's the thing, I'm not proud of it, but it got to the point where I got so high that I thought like dogs knew I was high. I don't know. I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe you just smoke. You're so high. You're in the canine frequency. You're in the canine frequency now. Like you just gotta fucking deal with that shit. This is what you did to yourself. I was like, fuck. Because there was this fucking dog, right? I was just like on the subway, and there's this dog just giving me just like negative energy. I was like, I don't like this dog's energy. Fuck this dog. Get this dog out of here. But then I realized the dog is staring at me because he wants a slice of my pizza. By the way, in this story, I got pizza. Stuffed crust because self-care. That's how that works, right? So I just see this dog giving me this energy. I'm like, you guy want a slice of my pizza? I'm like, get the fuck out of here, you mooching ass dog. You didn't pay for this delicious stuffed crust from Pizza Hut. Get the fuck. You don't even have a fucking job, you mooching ass dog. But then I realized the dog is not staring at me because he wants a slice of my pizza. No. The dog is staring at me because he thinks he's better than me. Right? He's just like, yo, who eats pizza on the fucking subway, bro? Who eats? By the way, that dog's from Scarborough. Pitbull, right? You know, the energy. Yo, who eats pizza on the fucking subway? You have no fucking self-control? Who eats pizza on the goddamn subway? And then I replied quickly in my head with, yo, the Ninja Turtles do. And that felt good, right? It was quick. Who said it? And I came back right away. No air on that kind of response. I felt real good about it. I was like, yeah, got you, dog. But then I realized the dog's ears perked up. I was like, oh fuck. I think he heard me. I'm like, oh man, this is fucking Dr. Doolittle shit. I'm like, what can I do with this? But then I realized, I'm like, oh shit, wait a minute. Everybody else on the subway is kind of responding too. And that's when I thought to myself, I'm like, oh shit. I didn't think that. I said that out loud. Everybody saw the only guy on the subway who's eating fucking pizza by himself just go the Ninja Turtles to a ton. And everybody on the subway is like concerned and like understandably so. I understand, right? People looking for the fucking ding button and shit, right? And I can see this, and I'm just like, when you're high, you're just like, you're very nervous, but you want to calm everyone's energy down. So you try to be just like an open book. I'm just gonna speak my soul to people, let them know. I'm just like, hey everybody, I'm so sorry. I had a long day. I ate a cookie, shouldn't eat the whole thing. Someone told me not to eat it. I had to leave my bike someplace. This dog's energy is crazy. I'm not gonna hurt anybody. I'm just trying to get to the hospital station. I said all of that, but my high ass mouth was just like, no, not gonna hurt anybody. And there's something about that phrase that just has the opposite effect on humans. The dog got it, but everyone else was like, the fuck? Yeah. How am I good for time? Am I okay?
I think you're fine. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's fine. Just
one more hour.
Okay, I'll pull. I have a close in some other ones I want to do this one because I haven't done this joke in so fucking long. I love this joke. So make some noise. Woo, let's get the energy back up. All right. Like a that was a cool little woo. I like that. Yeah, no, I just want to get successful enough in comedy that I never have to shop at Food Basics again. Just know about Food Basics. I hate Food Basics. I'm sorry. I fucking hate Food Basics. First off, let's break down the title of this place. If you have no idea what this place is called, this place is called Food
Basics.
Like that basic word has never improved another word in its entire career. I'll give you an example. Hey, you want to come over and watch cable? Sure. Sounds like a lovely evening. Hey, you want to come over and watch basic cable? Ew. Your parents get divorced? No. What's going on? Honestly, and with the name like Food Basics, like I half expected like try to get like, hey man, you guys have tomato? They're like, you fucking stupid? This is Food Basics. Get it to fucking. Oh no, I ruined that joke. Let me take it back. This is fun because I legit haven't said this joke in like 5 years. This is so much fun. Yeah, take it back. Yeah, here it is. So I'm like, hey man, I half expect to walk into that place and be like, hey man, you guys got ketchup? And the guy would be like, you see the fucking signs? Food Basics. Get a fucking tomato. You fucking churn that shit yourself, all right, bro? And he kicks me. That's how they go over there. Because honestly, Food Basics, everything in Food Basics is fucking expired. Everything. Every fucking thing. Try to get fucking grapes one time, they're fucking raisins. I'm like, okay, that's your produce actually true. I get eggs one time, they're fucking chickens. I'm like, bro. And they got an omelet with this, right? You didn't get like a fresh loaf of bread either at that place. You notice that? All the fucking expiration dates are like way too fucking current. Right? Like I picked up one, it just said tomorrow. I was like, oh, that's really specific.
You gotta eat it
Picked up
tonight.
the one beside it, it just said, get home quick, nigga. I'm like, shit. Gotta make the sandwich. Oh, man. I don't know. I grew up religious. Went to a Christian private school for like most of my life. It was an interesting place.
Me too.
One thing that was cool, like I didn't even swear until I was like 14 years old. Like until I left that school to like a high school. Like I didn't even like the first like word I was said was like this guy who came to my school and he started saying the word shit, and that was like the coolest thing to everybody at the school. I remember the first time he said shit in front of me, I was like, ooh. That's spicy, you know, just like that gets my shit. I'm saying that shit. But yeah, I'm not religious anymore. I like to say I'm agnostic. I said that one time and someone just like that. You're just an atheist with the fear of God in you. That's just pretty much all it's true. It's in there. It's still in there. Like I still capitalize the G in God at all times because I'm like, what if he's real, right? You know, like, I don't want to piss him off, right? I don't know. I feel like agnosticism is just like hell insurance. It's just like, listen, this is covered, right? It's full coverage. It's like, I don't know. In my head, I'm like, you know, like I'll go to heaven and then like, you know, St. Peter or whoever the fuck's at the gate, he's just like, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, hey, what's good, man? He's like, let's see if you can come in this place. Let me just read this big book of your life to make sure that you fit with their ideals of heaven. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know, he's going through here. He's like, all right, well, you swear, you know, you drink, you do drugs, don't live a life of Christ. And you know, and I'm just like, oh fuck, am I gonna get in? He's like, no, hold on, brother. You know? It says here, one time at a party when you were smoking weed with people that you're like, maybe God exists. Get your ass in here. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, man, go on. You know? And then all of a sudden I just hear somebody yell, is that my nigga Alan? It's Jesus. Holy fuck. Also, Jesus can say the N-word because he's black. That's just wrote that whole joke just for that one punchline. Is it even worth it? Who knows? I think I gotta wrap it up, but I'll finish on this one. Get out of here. Yeah, no, I don't know. I try to get my my mom to smoke weed too. I remember the first time I had to tell my mom outside. That was like that conversation was crazy because one day I did this show with like this like Ned Flannery kind of looking dude who's like, I'm gonna be smoking weed all the way to Barrie, and if you want to partake, you know, you can. And when someone offers you weed, you can't just be like, yes. You can't do that. You got to be just like, oh, weed. What is this you say? I'll try it. So I did it. I smoked, and he lived up in like Richmond Hill area, and my mom lived uptown. So I'm like, you know what? I'm spend some time with my mom. So like, drop me off here, and I'll go meet my mom. So he dropped me off, and I go in my mom's car, and then she's like, it's like, Alan, are you high? And like for the first point of my life, I wasn't scared. I was just like, I don't want to waste this high. So I'm just gonna tell her. She's like, yes, mom, I am high. She's like, well, why do you do it? Why do you smoke weed? And then like in my smart alecky head, because I'm high, I'm just like, listen, mom, weed makes like your home cooking taste even better. It makes your church gossip sound amazing. I do this for us.
Oh my goodness.
Tap me on the head, how that works. I don't know. I'm like, mom, just do weed. She's like, no, I can't do it. You know, like God will be angry at me. God will be angry at me. I'm like, mom, if you do weed, like, you know, your arthritis and your knees will feel better. You'll pray longer. God will love you. She hit me again. I just got out there. That's our relationship. Make some noise if you got spanked growing up. Didn't hear you got spanked?
Oh yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Shared trauma. What's up? I got spanked. I remember like the last day I got spanked. It was a glorious day. Oof, it was like I was like 13 or something like that. Like, you know, sunshine brighter, water tasted like Gator. It was a fantastic day. It was a beautiful day. I remember growing up, the only chore that I had to do or make sure was done was garbage. I had to make sure the garbage was done. I had to bring it in, put it out. That was like my task kind of doing. And one day, my mom, you know, she was about to go for work, and I was just like watching cartoons. And she comes in and she's like, Alan, I don't want to see the garbage when I come home. By the way, my mom's a pirate. That's why she sounds like that. Half pirate. She's not a pirate. She's Trinidadian. I just can't do like a good Trinidadian accent. If I do one, you're gonna be like, why is that extra from Cool Running speaking? Like, it just not the greatest, but I'll try it anyways. Like, Alan, I don't want to see the garbage when I come home from work. I don't want to see it. The neighbors go think we're poor. Make sure the garbage is inside the house. Right? And in my like 13-year-old head, I'm like, yo, my mom works 8 hours, half an hour to and fro work, probably 9 hours. 9 hours is enough time to make sure this task completed. Making sure that garbage is inside the house. That's enough time to make sure that task is completed. Perfect amount of time. As some people who are ahead of the joke know, my mom came home early, 8.5 hours. What of time? You can see how my hands are tied. She comes home and I'm like, fuck, I'm panicking. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm like, you know, I'll be slick. I'll sneak out, go to the backyard, bring the garbage in. I'll carry it because if you drag it, you can hear it, right? I'll be sleek. I'll just carry it up, put it in. She won't even notice. And my mom just comes home, makes a beeline straight to my room and just closes the door behind her. Closes it. And he just starts tapping me, you know, starts hitting me, you know. I'm just like dodging and weaving and ducking and whatever. They don't hurt. They're just like whatever taps and she's going at it, you know. And she finally just like corners me and I go into like the fetal position or whatever this is called. I should probably Google it. And I realized that the hitting stopped and I'm curious as to find out, you know, why. So I just like open up one eye just ever so slowly. And I realized that I caught both of my mom's wrists. She can't move it because I'm stronger than her. And she's starting to realize this, and I'm starting to realize this. I'm starting to like believe in myself, you know, like Neo in the Matrix, like I know Kung Fu, like that moment.
Wow.
And I just let out this like weird soulful noise that like should be in the color purple. And I just said, "Yous ain't gonna beat me anymore." ran north to freedom, and now I do comedy. Thank you guys so much. I've been Al Shane Lewis. Thank you guys so much. Have yourself a good night. Take care.
All right, yeah, keep it going for Alan Lewis. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I know we went a little over the time, but what else are you doing tonight? Come on.
My money back.
Another stay-at-home order. Is it really? Actually, this is funny. I have a similar story to Alan, where my mom used to hit me, do the spanks a lot. You know, Italian lady, she'd use the wooden spoon. The time that I caught her wrist, though, she kneed me in the balls and stepped over me like a gangster walk. Like, what? The Italians, you got to really watch out for them, man.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. We're going to get a little message from the producer of the show, Go Local, after this. Give it up one more time for Cliff Knight.
All right, Cliff. Yeah.
One more time for Alan Shane Lewis.
Yeah.
Awesome. My name is Richard Veltri. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you so much. I just wanted to pass along a thank you to everybody. It was really, really incredible. I mean, how often do people get a chance to beat, you know, the trend and to find this Friday night to get together and laugh despite everything that's going on everywhere in the world too. Thank you all very, very, very much for coming. Please follow Go Local if you want. There's plenty of experiences up here. We've got comedy, everything from meditation to cooking to fitness and stretching exercises. Thank you very, very much to everybody. I hope that we can get together often for loads of experiences in the new way.
Do those exercise classes. They're great.
Yeah.
Love
If you'd like to check us out, we've got a couple of upcoming experiences already booked. On Monday, we've got a rapid results, which is a fitness experience, followed by plenty of cooking, meditating, and so on and so forth. Thank you very, very much again.
Bye, Dee.
Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Alan and Cliff.
That was fun.
Thank you again.
What's the problem with the pot? I can't remember what I was laughing at.
I don't remember one of them.